He promised, whispered sweet words between crumpled sheets, his breath still heavy with the desire only she could awaken in him. I'm going to leave her for you, my love. She believed him. Eva always believed. But promises made in hushed tones, between hungry kisses and tangled bodies, were as fragile as the vows he had once sworn to his wife at the altar. And like all promises made by a married man, this one was a lie, because he never left her. And when Eva discovered he never intended to, something inside her broke. But it wasn't sadness. It was something far more dangerous. It was hunger for revenge. And his son would be the perfect dish. The Game Begins Dylan Lancaster, 23 years old, law student, heir to his father's empire, and completely unaware of the storm approaching him. Eva studied every detail about him. What he liked, where he spent his time, who his friends were. She knew he went to that high-end gym downtown. She knew he liked to run in the park on Wednesdays. And she knew he had a thing for older women. Women like her. So she made her move. That night, Eva wore what she knew would capture his attention. A tight red dress, hugging her curves with the boldness of a woman who knows she'll be desired. High heels, expensive perfume, and a gaze that promised sin. She knew Dylan would be at the bar of the 5-star hotel, where his father used to take her for secret meetings. This time, she was there for a much more dangerous encounter. When she saw him, sitting at the counter with a whiskey in hand, smiling at some random girl, she knew he was just like his father. Eva loved a challenge. She approached slowly, letting her perfume fill the air before he even noticed her presence. Dylan lifted his eyes, and then looked again. The smile he gave was almost arrogant. Can I buy you a drink? Eva tilted her head, as if considering. That depends. Do you always offer drinks to strangers? He laughed, and the confidence in his eyes told her everything she needed to know. The game had begun, and he had no idea he was just a pawn on her board. The sin of revenge. Hours later, Eva found herself in his apartment. Her lips were red from the wine, and from his kisses. Their clothes were scattered across the floor, a trail of lust and destruction. He held her tightly, as if he couldn't believe a woman like her was in his bed. You're unbelievable, he murmured against her skin. She smiled, running her nails down his back. I can be anything you want, Dylan. He didn't know. He had no idea that every touch was planned, every moan rehearsed, every word chosen with surgical precision. Because when he held her against the mattress, tangled in her, breathless and lost, Eva was thinking of only one thing. His father's face when he found out. The destruction it would cause. And when in the middle of the night, as Dylan slept beside her, she picked up her phone and snapped a picture. A perfect record of the betrayal she was about to send to the man who used and discarded her. She smiled. Now they were even.